Hi, I'm Moody. In this week's blog post we're going to discuss drag settings and how to check your drag, because it's one thing that many people have trouble with, and that's why you can snap off a good fish, because you got your drag set too tight or sometimes too loose and you're not going to set the hook properly. So we're going to show you a little tip on how to check your drags and then how to get used to that tension so that every time you go you don't have to use the scales again. You can just pull it off and go, yep, that's around 3 kilos of drag, if you're using 10 kilos of line, that is. So what we're going to do is use a set of cylindrical scales. These are the best ones for it. They have a little marker there which you push up behind the main marker, and as you pull it down it'll register your reading, how many kilos or pounds on the dial there. So what we've got here is 10 kilo braid. So 10 kilo means we've got to set it around about 3 kilos. So 3 kilos is 1/3 of 10 roughly, or just under that mark. So just under that 1/3 of your breaking strain is where the mark is. So what we're going to do now is, firstly, we're going to warm up the reel by pulling off a whole heap of line under pressure. That gets the drag washers warmed up. So we get that done first, and then probably 10 good times under good pressure, wind it back up again. Now what we're going to do is set the rod in the holder, just back the drag off a little from where I had it, so it's just a reasonable tension. Now I've tied a loop in the end of the leader, and what we're going to do is connect these scales up and then pull it down till the line comes off the reel, and then we'll take a measurement. So what we're going to do now is, I've warmed the drag up, I've got the rod in the holder, I've got the set of scales tied up to it, I've got it marked back at 0. So now I'm going to pull the line off the reel. Okay, that's 1.5 kilos, so I've got to go to 3 kilos or just under. So we'll tighten the drag up a bit more. About 2.5 kilos, a little bit further. There we have it, just under 3 kilos of drag. So what you do then is grab your rod, and you know this is 10 kilo line, you've set it at 3 kilos of drag. So then you pull it off the reel by hand and get used to how much that feels. Just keep doing that for 10 or 15 minutes even, and eventually you'll get to understand exactly how much drag you've got on there, and you'll know where to set your line first up when you go fishing. Now after a while you'll get used to all your different line classes. If you're using 6 kilo, well, you've got to set the drag around about 2 kilos or just under. 10 kilo line, 3 kilos or just under. So 1/3 is the rule, and just under 1/3 is where you want to set it. So that's going to avoid, when a fish takes a big heap of line really fast, that breaking strain will increase from that 3 kilos. If you're using 10 kilo line, it might increase up to 6 kilos or 7 kilos over that straight pull if that fish is going really fast. So that's why it's designed to set it just under 3 kilos, 1/3 of your breaking strain. Now it's also very important to have a smooth drag. I mean, you probably hear people say that all the time, but it is. If you let your drag get too sticky through water penetration and not servicing it, what happens is when it sticks, it takes extra pressure before the drag will actually turn. And also it'll stick, stop, start, and carry on, putting extra breaking strain on. So that's why you've always got to have a smooth drag. You don't want extra pressure put on through it being sticky before it'll actually move. I'm using a Quantum Smoke HD, one of my favourite bait casting reels, and very smooth drag on these. As you can see, it's just silky smooth, just running off under its own steam, nice and slow, without sticking. That's how you want your reel, like that. Now you can take your reels to the tackle shop to get them serviced, or we do have another blog post where we show you how to do it yourself pretty much. So yeah, very important to have a smooth drag. In closing, it doesn't matter whether you're using braid or monofilament, but by using that 1/3 rule, it's going to make sure that you get some of those big fish to the boat.
Whoa! It doesn't want to come. Oh mate, how tough is this fish?
So if you enjoyed this little tip and you'd like to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, or if you want some special tips that I only send out by email, head on over to our website www.ryanmoodifishing.com and sign up to join our free fishing community. Get in the great outdoors, keep fishing smarter, and I'll see you next time.